Let's get out our big book, Tree of Life, and my logo. We're gonna get into a story today, an unresolved story. If I could figure out where the page is. Oh, fuck. Damn it. Oh, there we go. Murder behind closed doors. When Estella Coppin noticed that her neighbor shutter didn't open for over a week, she called the police. Her action instigated one of French's most intriguing investigations to date. To the outside world, the Dupont de Ligonnès seemed the very embodiment of an up-middle-class French family with a loving religious wife and a charming, supportive husband who doted on their 4 beautiful children. Sadly, the turbulent was nothing more than a paper-thin facade that masked a very different life. As the investigation moved in, the notion of this happy family began to unravel. Xavier Dupont de Ligonnès, if I'm saying this wrong, I'm so fucking sorry, came from an distinguished family, and on the death of his fathers, I lost my place. Burned Hubert Dupont on the 20th January 2011. Xavier inherited the title of Count. He was a handsome, charismatic, and intelligent man, but although he gained a degree from the École Nationale de Musique, oh boy, I'm not sure if I can pronounce any of this and even spelling it when we ain't doing that, in engineering. He went to college for engineering. That's what we're going to say. His success has oh no. Hey, fuck. Sorry. His success as an entrepreneur and businessman had resulted in a variety of short-lived successes. His professional life was to become heavily embroiled in the inquiry, but no matter how thoroughly the police scrutinized his activities, details of his assorted failing business were few and far in between, ultimately adding to the mystery that was to unfold. Meanwhile, he presented himself as a productive member of society and a flourishing businessman. His wife, 48-year-old Agnes Angus cosmetics at the local Catholic school, and although quiet, gave the impression of a content woman to her neighbors. On marrying Xavier, she brought with her a son, Arthur, from a previous relationship. Just like the three children born to the couple within wedlock, Arthur was a bright academic infant. At the time of his death, the 20-year-old had been awarded a BCCALEUREAT in science and was on his way to achieving a technical diploma in IT. Thomas, who was born 2 years after Arthur, was the quiet member of the family, studying music at the Catholic University where he lived in the hall of residence. Anne, with an E? I'm not sure if it's Annie, Anne, or Aunt. I don't know. My name's Anna, and they always say it could be Anne, Annie, Aunt, whatever. I'm just gonna go with Anne because A-N-N-E, A-N-N, Annie. I can't tell if it's supposed to be Anne or Annie. Their only daughter followed 2 years later and was generally thought to be the most academic of children. Having inherited her mother's good looks, she subsided her allowance by modeling clothes in a mall order catalog. The family's debts continued to mount up and the marriage rapidly soured, but never let her part-time career get in the way of her studies. Finally, in 1997, the youngest son, I'm calling him Ben because I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, I'm so sorry, Ben was born. Blessed with his father's charm and handsome features, the 13-year-old was extremely popular at school, but sensitive enough to act as an altar serve as his mother's church. Friends and neighbors believed them to be a beautiful and close family, loud, lively, and most importantly happy, but appearances can be deceiving. Although friends believed the Dupont de Ligonnès family to be connected in natives, France, this was not the case, and in 2000 they had attempted to immigrate to Florida, USA. That's where I fucking live, but not in Florida. I live in the USA. The United States of America. The prudent products was extremely costly, ultimately ending in failure, and sadly, this expensive setback was merely the first of a series of crushing disappointments. As each business venture nosedived, the money decreases until eventually the families were living off of Angus' inheritance. By the time of the massacre in 2011, even this money was dwindling and Xavier was facing financial ruin, and despite humiliation, he was a financial disaster and an unsuccessful businessman. When Xavier's father passed away, it was hoped that an inheritance would give them the cash boost they so desperately needed. Unfortunately, Barton had been as frequently in debt as his son, and no money was forthcoming. His parting gift consists of little more than a few pieces of furniture and a .22 rifle. So don't get upset with me. I actually don't know much about rifles. I really don't fucking know what that means. A .22, is that big? Is that small? Is that medium? I don't know. I don't deal with guns that often. Well, I don't really. I've been around. How do I explain? Ooh, okay. I have relatives who have guns. I've seen them, but mostly they're just antiques now, and I think they were passed to a relative who took them, and I think they don't even use them. It's just a collector's gun now, but it used to be an actual gun back in the day. Like, way back in the day. It was my pop-up's gun. Because he would go hunting for food. because he lived in the Great Depression, and then after that, I think he learned how to cope with hunting and stuff. Yeah, y'all know how I fucking feel about hunting, I think. Almost immediately, Xavier became obsessed with the gun, joining a shooting range and club and obtaining a gun license, shocking his family since he had shown little interest in guns before. The debts continued to mount up, and the marriage rapidly soared outward of the perfect family reminder intact. I'll be right back. Okay, we're continuing. Timeline. This 1.22 rifle Okay, we're gonna continue our story as soon as I fuck, I lost my page again. And I think oh fuck. Okay, it's right here. I'm losing my mind today. That I'm just in a lot of fucking pain. Since the car accident, my pain level has been like fucking everywhere.